YouTube to show the live. Don't know why. Says I'm live for 18 seconds, 20 seconds. Oh, okay, let's go again. I don't know why we don't appear to be live on YouTube. But still says upcoming. Okay, we are live now. All right. Okay, great. So we are live on YouTube and this camera right here. And let me adjust that. And we're live on Facebook and this camera here. Okay. Let me just switch profiles on Facebook. Okay, hi Casey, welcome to the transmission. Okay, today, welcome everyone to the energy transmission. We are live on Facebook here and we're live on YouTube over there. It is the 12th of May at 8 p.m. Perth, Western Australia time, and this is where we're coming to you live from. Firstly, it's Mother's Day in a few parts in the world. Australia, Malaysia, I know, and I think UK is a different day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I'm Hi Joe, nice to see you here. So I've got about 1, 2, 3, 4 screens watching. So I'm looking at the screens on on the comments on my computer over there and YouTube over there. All right, and hi Fatima. Fatima has joined us on YouTube. Hello Fatima. All right. What was I saying? Happy Mother's Day. Yes. All right. I'm expecting less people to join in today simply because it's Mother's Day and most people are engaged with parties or engagements. Regardless, the energy transmission will still go on. Now, if you've got this on the fly and you can't watch us now, that's fine, perfectly fine. What I'll suggest is to watch the recording a bit later. Oh, I gotta make my phone silent. Wait, I just got a message come through. Who that? Okay, I just have to put my phone on silent. Good. Okay, for who you've got, Joe? You got Jaden, Kim, and Mia. Martha says, I'm watching on YouTube tonight. I can't seem to type in the chat. Let me just send the link to you, Martha, because you should be able to type in the chat. So we've got Fatima is already from England, who's able to type in. So use the link that I sent to you, Martha, and see if that works. Okay. All right, here we go. So for those of you who are new to this transmission, what's going to happen here is my role is an energy channel, an energy conduit, a gateway, if you will. And my role is simply to set the energetical stage for you to connect with the energies and for the energies to connect with you. That's what I do. Energy moves with intention, and I set my intention for this to happen. My gift is my ability to bring through high frequencies. And these are cosmic frequencies, galactic frequencies. You can even call it the God energy, depending on what your belief system is. Strange and wonderful things can happen in this transmission. I don't claim to be able to heal you or fix you. It is not my role. I can't play God, but my ability is to bring through these frequencies, and when these frequencies interact with you, things happen within your vibrational field. Some people get a healing, some people get shifts happening within them, some people get their gifts turned on. There are people who've had the light language spontaneously come on during the session. So I don't always know how the energies interact with each people individually, but I do know that things do happen. Now, how do you interact with this? Is firstly set the intention to receive, set the intention to connect. I'll say it again. Um, Energy moves with intention. Where your intention, where your attention is, that's where the focus of energy is, if that makes sense. um yeah, set the intention to receive, set the intention for what you'd like to get as an outcome, but very importantly is to let go of the attachment to the outcome. You will get what you need to get and not necessarily what you want. um yeah, sometimes what we want is not necessarily the best for us, so you'll get what you need to get. um Hi Ali, good evening to you. Hi Miko. What was I going to say? Now, your sensory experience today is going to be, your sensory experience today is not necessarily going to be a reflection of what you receive or did not receive. Um, your sensory experience, and I'm playing this down, is simply a byproduct of the interaction of the energies that are coming through. All right. So, so if you felt you didn't get anything, doesn't mean that you didn't get anything. And sometimes you felt a big wow, doesn't mean that you got more from the next person. It's just simply a byproduct of the interaction of the energies. It's just how your body's interacted with the frequencies that come through. I'm just going to read some comments. David says, "Hi Tony, I suffer from insomnia nightmares since I had the COVID vaccine 2.5 years ago. Pericarditis, I can't pronounce big words, PTSD, and all sorts." Okay, David, I've had success with post vaccine injury with a few people. And again, I just simply set the stage. What The outcome is not determined by me. The outcome is determined through what's really good for you at your sole purpose, if that makes sense. I'm simply the guide, the channel who's helping you guys along the way. So let's see. We will direct some attention for you, David, and I'd love to see. I'd love to gauge what happens for you. All right. So let's start. What I'd like you to do is go into your own quiet meditative state, your own quiet space. There's no right or wrong way. You can watch this video. You can not watch it and listen to it, or you can just turn it off altogether and just go into your own quiet space with silence. That's perfectly fine. Again, the most important thing for you to do is set the intention to connect, to receive. Um, I will may take you through some guided visualizations here and there, and this goes in along with the line of where you focus. That's where your energy goes. All right. There'll be a lot of gibberish sounding talk that will come up from me, and that's what I call light language, and Christians call it speaking in tongues. Um, yeah, it's okay if you don't understand what it means. It's just another frequency of energy that connects to you at a deeper level. Um, all right, so there'll be some weird and wonderful sounds that will come out from my mouth. I will cough, yawn, sigh, and burp, and some of you may have that as well. And that's simply an expression of me clearing energy from the collective. If emotions present, I'll ask you to connect with it, observe it, don't label it, don't judge it, don't push it away, simply allow it to present. Okay, let's go. Uchi ia diga tu usu kui me ia na icha isuku iki. Good evening, Tanya. Kaiki ine icha no usuku ushi me yaki sa uku usui me i ne isiki. As part of the visualization, focusing your as to where to focus your attention, you can imagine energy coming through your body. If that works for you, stay with that. Kai ma ia na ishikui ki te ta isu ukuchi me I kia na I kia tu usukui na kiki ka su uye ma I te I ushukui ma I te ki te isa I kia kushima iki tu usu ma iki ke na sa iki tu. So David, I'm getting this for you. Uh, you know, when you see visuals of radio signals, they've got this little circles, semicircles, semicircles, like, you know, radio. If you want to engage with that, imagine the energy in that form, like radio signals, is coming in two directions into your body, and whatever feeling that comes with that, just stay with it. Kima ia kuku sutu mo iti na kiki isha ikuya ma ite ki te ki. Hi Amber, hi Megan. Krukutama I chia kike su ukui me I ka ne isi. Isha I. David, for you, I'm just getting the words with those, with what I said about like the radio waves, radiation. And I don't mean this in a negative way. It's just like it seems to me that they're bringing a certain element of radiation into your body to help you with what you are going through. Now I cannot purport to understand what this fully means. I'm just repeating what's coming through me, what I'm being guided to tell you. Na ki e ne ia ki ke su ui me ti sa ia ki ke te isha tu kui me I. All right, Courtney. Courtney says, I've gone through a lot lately. Anything you can see or think I need, I'm open to receive. Courtney, I just like you. There's a lot of emotions going through you. If you can see where my hand is on your heart, I'd like you to put one of your hands, doesn't matter, right hand. Put your right hand on your heart space uh, and imagine the energy going into your heart from that space. Na ia ki is now let me know what happens when you do that. Chi ia ki ke te su uku usha ia na I te isiki usui ia ne ia sha ne isa iki che iki ushui me I sa I ta ku ukui ke isa ne I te iki usukui me I na asa ia ne ishi chu ukuku shama ute ma isi sa iya yana ikia sukuye. Tanya, nothing's coming through from for you yet, but tell me a little bit more about what going through. What do you need? Is there anything that you need addressed during this session? Sometimes it's hard to tune into individual person because this is like a general collective stuff. I get drawn to people that are being told to go to. Yet ne ishi e ki ne isha ukui me isa te ki. Shi me ichi te isa ia kuku sutukushi sa I me ia sukutusu. Mi e shuchu ukushi te I te ma ia hisa I. Ukuku su te maichi te iki su uiki sa ia te chiche te kima. Sometimes I go quiet with the light language, but the energy is still running and working with you guys. So stay in your space. Tell me more about your mom, Lynette. You say mom's in pain but getting ready to move. What do you mean by that? Na ia sa ichi ke tu kui me I. Oh. So Tanya, once again, let me know what you need for today. Ki isa I te ki cha I ku usa ma I ke. I do get this. I'm not sure whether it'll make sense for you, Tanya. The word stubborn is coming for me. to me for you. Let me know if that makes any sense. Courtney says, I feel emotional. I'm in a new home and starting my life over fresh. After another breakup, I want to get it right this time. I've chosen many paths that led to pain. All right. The word that came for me, Courtney, it is hard. I do understand what you're going through, and again, what am I saying? Oh, Jesus, just look like the word that came to me was let go of the hurt, and I know that sounds a bit cliche, sounds easier to do, um, easier to say than do. Uh, that continue what I said about putting your hand on your heart, and this may take some time. This may take some coming into terms, resonance, uh, not holding on to the hurt. The hurt is not yours. It's just let go of the hurt. And one way to let go of the hurt is to come, is to look everything, is to try and look everything at everything from a place of love. And again, so much easier to say than to do. It's easy for me to say this because I'm not in your situation, but that really is the starting point. Maiki Kiatne Kimiko, I hear you. Um, I will take note of that. Yaki Ishiti Isu Ukuime I. Lynette, she said she had 3 falls and a tailbone. Oh my God. So medications are mixed, out of control. We're ready to move. Okay, that's good. Okay, Tanya says, yes, stubborn is correct. I am doing the wrong with my, am I doing the wrong? Um, I think you're trying too hard, Tanya. You're trying too hard. And the stubbornness is about certain ideals you have with yourself, about yourself, as to how you act, how you need to present yourself. And similar to Courtney, just the word is being at peace, just letting go, letting go, letting go, just allowing things to happen to you. Uh, See, my hands are doing the talking. It's like allowing things to just flow. And the moment I think that flow is not in your life, you are rigid. You're like, you're trying to control things in your life. So it's about letting go of the control, Tanya. Kia na iete ishu uyema kite na ki su no ushu se ki ma ia na ikite ishuku suku. Lynette, we are working with your mom. I think the move is the right thing for her. And let's see how things flow after the move. She has to be in a slightly different place. Ki aya ki na usukuchite ki ma usukuche ma iti sa ia kike I na yesuku kusu. For both of you, Tanya and Courtney, all right? Going back to what I said earlier, what I always say at the beginning of the session, energy flows with intention. So my question to you is, where's your attention? Where's your attention? Where's your intention? What are you focusing on in life? Are you focusing on that which you don't want? Or are you focusing on that which you want? And when you focus on what I said just now, when you focus on what you want, things can start to move. You want may happen immediately, may not happen immediately. In most cases, it takes time. Yaki isa ieku. David, that feels good. Thank you. Let's see what happens with you over the week. Na iaki sa iate kochuku ime I sa iaki keta ita usuku. David, what I'd like you to do is, I'd like you to imagine all that stuff which you told me from the vaccine injury as little, like black dust or grains within your body. Imagine that is the poison that's going into your body. And this so-called waves that are coming in, the radiation is either coming in and zzz, fizzling it out or just pushing it out from your body. Use that visual, that imagination, and see if that helps in you working with the energy. Na ia ki isu uku shama I te ku ma ia mi ki isa makutu sukui me I. Miko. I like you. I do not know why. I'd like you to place your hand, Miko, on your third eye and also on your sinuses. I do not know why, but I'm just going to repeat what I'm being shown. And I'm not sure even how you're going to do it two hands, maybe one hand like this and one hand like that. Now, I'm just going to, I've been ignoring my uh, YouTube people, sorry. Um, Fatima, integration is better, grounding is done, yes. Clear sound visual. Okay, Fatima asks, is there any cosmic mother divine transmission that may help with the inner child wounding? Whatever that comes through, I don't put labels. I don't sort of choose as to who comes in. The energy that needs to come in will come in. Um, and although, so uh, if I didn't explain this earlier, so um, I'm like a transmitting station transmitting at multi frequencies. Your body will pick up the frequency at which it is attuned to or what you need. So in that sense, Fatima, you may get the mother focus on the cosmic divine mother energy if that's what you want. Focus on that and let's see what happens. Miko, that's good. You said you did have some sinus. That may explain why they showed me for you to put your hand on the sinus. Okay. Ra'yana yaku uno ishikia. This is a different energy that's coming to koyana ike isi no uku shichiche igia makuku shu uime I no usuku ikika na ishi I uku ushuku ikia ma ite sa I ya ne sa I ke ma usuku chi te iku. So Megan just asked if there are any blessings for you. I'll see if anything comes through. But I guess the blessings are going for everyone. The energies are going for everyone. Yeah, and um, that's all I can say. And this transmission is for everyone who's intended to connect with this transmission. You will get something out of it. Yeah, my ear key is ne key to usuku shade the key. Courtney, I've read your message and noted that. Kaya ma ishike ti suui ki ki ne ia sa muku shiba I. Now also bear in mind, people, there are a lot of solar energies that are present now, right at the moment, because of the solar flares, the X-class flares that have been coming through from the sun. So, and which is explains why people around the world are seeing a lot of the southern lights and the northern lights, the skies going, pink and green, and that's because of the magnetic change in the magnetic fields. So with that, a lot of you may start feeling weird as well. So just be aware of that. Na I ayana usukutima I chikia su uyeme I. Tanya, yes, so you're the one I said about stubborn. Yeah, focus on what you would like to get as an organ. Don't focus on what we tend to focus on what we don't want to get, and sometimes when you do that, you get more. You tend to get more of what you don't want. So, and it's about changing the patterns in the mind of like. It usually is you go back and forth with this, but is to whenever you find yourself focusing on things that you don't want, switch, break that pattern, switch on what you would like instead. ma ia na ishi e su ukuku su neme ike na I sa uku shapa I. All right, I'm just going to bring everyone's attention to the heart space. All right, so what I'm seeing now, you can just focus your attention on your heart. You can put your hand on your heart. You can breathe into your heart. There's no right or wrong. What I'm seeing is almost like a big ball, a sphere of golden, orangey, yellowish kind of energy around the heart space. If that makes sense for you. So whichever way you want to do it, just focus on your heart space. Muma ya na iki ishi e tsu ukuki ma ia ne isa iki. Te ku su ui me I cha iki. Su ukuku sha maki. Oku kuku su ui me ia su. Ui me I sa I cha I ki kia na o su ui me I sa I. Sukusha ma I che che iki isa u. Ni ia isha iki isu ui ma I te isa iki. Su ui he sa I. All right. Ali, you started feeling it earlier because they worked on the heart just now. Now they're moving to the sacral. All right. So you already got that energy early. So uh, now I'd like you to bring your attention to your sacral area, and that's the space between your navel and your genitalia. And again, once again, you can put your hand on your sacral. You can breathe into it. You can just focus on it, whichever is convenient for it. Uku yami iyamo kuku tu su uishikia te ki su kuku yama ikia te isa iku. So what I'm feeling is, if you look at my hands, it's more like a churning, a pulling out energy that's happening within the sacral. Ki ana ia kuku sutu uishi sa ia ia na ia ki isa iki tu yama ia tatna su kuku su ishe ia. Okay, we are tapering down the transmission that's coming through me, so, but the energy is still working with a lot of you, so stay in your space for as long as you feel you need to. Just reading Fatima's comments. Northern Lights, Aurora in England. Yes, seen this weekend. There's so much. The whole Facebook feed is filled with lights, and I want to go out at night. I'm just too lazy to go out. But all right, coming back to the energy. Stay with the energy. The energy may continue with some of you guys throughout the night and after this. So I'll be really interested to see um, what happens for you after today and as the days progress. Um, as I would have said earlier, my role is to transmit the energy. I don't always know how it's interactive with each of you. Um, Now, what I do for you doesn't end here, and all of it's free. Uh, I still keep the dialogue going, so I don't leave you hanging in the lurch after this. If things get a bit rough for you after this transmission, where it can, I'm not saying it will, but it can. Be gentle with yourself and feel free to message me. I'll help you in any which way I can. But I love feedback. I love feedback. The feedback will also help me uh, assess what what happened today. Fatima says grounding by sitting near the tree. Yeah, that's awesome, Fatima. It must be early morning for you now, where you are in UK. You're welcome, Joe. Kira, you're welcome. Um, So the next transmission will be in 2 weeks' time, uh, on the 26th of May. Now, before I forget, I will say I will be doing a talk show, a radio talk show with a lady who does a lot of spiritual talks. So it's the first time I'm going on to this. I'll post a link. This lady's name is Selva Dutton, and she's going to interview for me for about 2 hours on 8 a.m. on the 22nd. I'm not sure. I'm a little bit confused whether it's going to be on the 21st or the 22nd. But keep an eye on my Facebook page. I will update you on that, and I'll put the link to her website here. So it's live. You can actually log into the website and chat there and call in and have a chat with me, have a chat with her live. So Miko, really appreciate it, Tony, when you do pop up for healing class again. Okay, speaking of that, I'm kind of taking a break from a lot of therapy work I'm doing. I'm just more focusing on myself. Month of May, for the month of June, a good part of June, I'll be away in Bali and Malaysia. But so I don't have a specific place to work with clients now, because I'm kind of in transition with my accommodation. But if I do have to see one-on-one clients, the two places I can see clients from, and that's in Mandarin and in Fremantle. Um, I may have to change my rates a little bit because I have to pay for the space there. But uh, I am also doing online sessions as and when I feel I need to. So if you like an online session via Zoom, and that works very well for cognitive therapy and as well as energy work. And Courtney, if you like to see me, we can arrange a online energy healing session as well. So that's for now. But really, I'm just being selective with people I work with now. But so I'm not going all out to get clients. I'm just focusing more on myself. So, but if you're really interested, just message me. I will take it from there. So there are not going to be any group sessions for the next 2 months. The group sessions will commence when I'm back in July, probably. I'm kind of reassessing everything I'm doing, and I'm quite sure I'll be working with the energy a little bit differently from July onwards. And it's like I'm being put into a kind of a reevaluation, re-incubation period for me. All right, guys. Thank you very much for connecting to this transmission. Thank you for trusting me with your energies. Thank you for bringing your energies to the session. And please keep the comments coming. I'll really love to hear how this transmission has impacted you, how it's helped you today. Please keep the feedback coming through. All right. Till then, I'll see you in about 2 weeks' time. Bye. Take care. I'll end the YouTube transmission first. Yes, and now I will end the Facebook transmission.